Mr. Aravind Sakthivel is a dynamic community builder, entrepreneur, and storyteller with over a decade of experience in brand building, marketing, and event orchestration. He is currently the founder of the Coimbatore Central and Oravind studio. Ms. Khintu Saud is a passionate food content creator and runs Khintu Eat, a popular social media page known for its creative and visually engaging culinary content. Mr. Gurpreet Singh Tikku, a smile spreader, is a seasoned entrepreneur and a food influencer with over 12 years of extensive experience in the hospitality, retail, and online media industries and is the founder of Mister Tikku Experiences.
Please put your hands together for the influencers who are taking the country by storm. Sakthi, all yours.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, thank you. So I know it's close to lunchtime and all of you must be very hungry. But before that, I have to thank you so much for TiE for having me, Ranjana and the whole team for having me here. This session, Influencers Unplugged, is definitely going to be a great starter. Not lighter than biryani, but definitely a little better than the thali that you're going to have. We have a great line of people here. They have flown all the way from Bangalore, they have flown all the way from Delhi just to understand about the perspectives towards the food industry, their journeys, their ups and downs, and it's definitely going to be an interesting thing. And a little bit about me, I'm Sakthi, I'm the founder, like I said, I'm the co-founder of a studio called Oravind, which is basically into branding and designing. I would like to invite Mister Tikku and Ms. Khintu over the stage. Lovely t-shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
It shows how much you love Tamil and Coimbatore.
And myself also.
Yeah.
Thank you, bhai. Thank you, Ji. And thank you very much. And I'm sure you're hungry, but I'm sure you are hungry for knowledge, hungry for experiences, hungry to learn more, and hungry to have some good tales to listen to. Right or wrong? Okay, I think you're also hungry for stomach. But are you right? Are you here to learn more? I don't know that. Like when I go back to my home, I'll say that people over here are not energetic. Do you want me to do that? No. Then on the count of 3, you have to say yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yeah, baat. I love you. Sahi.
Thank you, Tikku, for doing my job perfectly. So they're gonna think you're the moderator. But yeah, a lovely energy with both of you. So I'm gonna start off with Mr. Tikku. What was the very first dish you had when you landed in Coimbatore?
Sorry, you need to ask your question again.
What was the very first dish you had when you landed in Coimbatore?
Oh, as soon as I landed, I went to Annapurna. I had their big dosa, which I named Burj Khalifa dosa. It was like really tall and I loved every bit of it. I had idli, softest idli I've ever had with sambar. I had the thali and the kesari was amazing. And the best thing is the rasmalai. I am a big rasmalai fan and I always say, and I'm sure not many of you will understand, कि अगर मैं कभी बेईमान हो जाऊं तो समझ लेना किसी ने मुझे रसमलाई की रिश्वत दी है. And these people bribed me by 5 rasmalais. They have a normal rasmalai, they have a rose rasmalai, they have a filter coffee rasmalai and 2 more, which I'll go tonight and try them.
A true foodie has spoken.
What about you, Khintu? What was the first dish?
So my first dish was mutton biryani at Kowai. It was really good. The mutton was so soft and supple. And unfortunately, that was the only thing I could have. I also had a coconut sharbat. It was very refreshing, sweet, and perfect for summers.
Amazing. So I think both of you had the best of Coimbatore. So I think
we actually had the biryani together.
Yeah,
Tikku
you both went together.
Yes.
Amazing.
She said, I'm going to have something else. And I said, no, if you're here, the first meal has to be iconic. And we went to Kowai Anganam, had the biryani over there, which I think is also a favorite of Nagarjuna, the actor. And it was really amazing.
Thank you.
And the goli soda. I never knew there's a huge goli soda culture over here. Like, just loved
yes,
it.
it's quite famous here.
And interestingly, normally we have a goli soda in a glass bottle. Here they also serve it in a plastic bottle. I think it's the FMCG brand which serves in a plastic bottle. And I said, wow, what innovations are happening. Super G.
Amazing. So why don't we start off with your introduction? Like, who is Mr. Tikku? What do you do? And how did this whole journey started?
Okay, simple. I am Tikku, Gurpreet Singh Tikku, properly and effectively and with lovingly called Tikku ji. Mister Tikku is the brand that got created with the person sitting here, Ashish Tulsian bhai. He said to me, it has to be Mister Tikku and touch would never look back. What I do, I create stories. So I think I met 6 people today and 6 of them asked, do you cook food? I said, no, I only cook stories. So yes, I only cook stories, and I talk about food across different regions, and with only motive that, whoever is watching it, whoever is listening to it should have a huge smile on his or her face and lots of water. So I think that is the motive, and I think every day we successfully do that with at least 6 lakh people watching us every day.
Lovely. Any Tikku subscribers here? Anyone is following him already?
Me.
Amazing. Oh. Great. So what about you, Khintu? A little bit about you. Where did you start and how did this whole thing started?
Okay, so basically it's a very long journey. It's a journey of 20 years. It was a childhood dream that finally, manifested after quitting corporate for 8 years. So I used to work in marketing and branding, and in my final year of corporate, I suddenly realized that if I'm doing this for brands and agencies and stuff, why can't I do it for myself? So I decided to hit pause on my corporate life, said let's take a 3-month sabbatical and do what I've always wanted to do. So growing up, I used to consume a lot of TV. We were TV generation kids, right? And I would watch a lot of travel and food shows like Highway on My Plate, Eat Around the World, Bizarre Foods, and I was obsessed. I always wanted to be that person on TV because I felt like that was the best thing to do. Travel, eat great food, and just have that lifestyle. And I said, okay, let's pursue this dream and see where it goes. And my 7th reel went viral. The 8th one again went viral. Like both of them hit 1 million. And in my 3rd or 4th week of content creation, I started getting brand deals. And 1 month became into 3 months, 6 months, and now it's been a little more than a year, and I'm here. So it's been a great journey.
Great. What about you? I think you've been doing it for more than a decade now.
Sorry. I think there's something I'm not able to get you.
So you were into this for more than a decade now. How was it started?
Okay, how it started. So again, unlike she has a very different journey, mine is very different. I didn't start it as a profession. It was just that, thanks to Facebook, Facebook started creating groups in 2011. And a lot of like-minded people started coming together, entrepreneurs, poetry enthusiasts, jammers, cyclists, and food lovers. And I said, oh, this is what I would want to do. And I never knew that there's so many crazy people like us. In North India, when we go with our parents to have any meal, they'll look at the entire menu, 40 dishes, and they'll say, okay, 1 butter chicken, 1 dal makhani, 1 butter naan. I'm sure there's something that happens at your end also. And I said, oh, this is not, when will I have my paneer do pyaza and, my rada meat? Because I never knew what it is. I just knew the names. But thanks to the Facebook groups, 10, 20, 30, 40, 80 of us.
So you're from the Facebook era, from Facebook to Reels to IGTV.
Yes. So I'm a dinosaur who's still, running like a cheetah. So I'm from that era, and I just kept writing about it because I loved writing, I loved eating, I loved meeting people. And whenever I came back from those kind of meetups, I would come, I would write about it, and then people would say, oh wow, I think, it seemed that I was sitting next to you while you were eating. You were mentioning that you were, and it was writing, not videos. You were writing, and it seems that, my mouth is watering. And then many of them said, okay, because of your writing, we went to that place and loved the place, thank you. And then those restaurant owners, cart owners, dhaba owners would call back, oh, today there were 10 tables booked in your name, thank you very much. So I loved, oh wow, this is a beautiful thing happening. I'm doing what I am loving. The people who are reading are also enjoying it. People who are going and visiting are also enjoying it. And someone is also making money of it. So I said, oh, it's a beautiful love triangle kind of thing. But I have to ensure that my love stands for my first, self first, because it was never money then. I had never in my weirdest dreams imagined that this will pay. I kept doing it just for my passion for long time. And 2014-15, someone just came up to me. He said, what you did for that person, can you do it for me? I just loved it. And here's the money. And I said, wow, I'll also get paid for it. And then touchwood have never looked back. Had my share of ups, downs, confusions. But it's been a beautiful journey.
Very inspiring journey, na? So you get paid. But other than that, so I have a personal question on behalf of all of you. Who wants to get into food content creation Anyone here who wants to get into food content creation, quitting your full-time job? Anyone here? I can see some hands. So I'm going to ask all those questions.
I'll just say, I think, every one of you should be raising your hand because even if you don't want to, anything that you're doing, you have to create content. You should create content, and content would even mean, not just commenting, because it will help you create your personal brand, whatever you're doing, even if you're a teacher in a school, because that will shape how you become, where you reach in days to come.
Content matters, right? So I'm going to ask the questions.
Content leads to contentment.
So whoever wants to get into food content creation, including me. So what was the very first reaction from your parents? You want to quit your full-time job and get into food content creation?
Okay, so this is controversial. I actually didn't tell my parents I was doing this. So I quit my job. I came to Bangalore. So I used to work in Mumbai. I came to Bangalore and I told my parents that I've got a transfer. So I used to work in Tata. So I told them I've got a Tata job in Bangalore. I'm going there and I will, I'll come back in 3 months. So for that, I think about 6 or 8 months, they didn't know that I was doing this. So there was this whole parallel life that I was living. And finally, when I felt like, okay, this is something that I am going to do, and this is my career from now, I told them that, okay, this is what I'm doing. And that also I phased it out. At first, I told them I'm doing this part-time. Then I slowly told them, no, I've quit my job, and this is my passion. And it's also, I think for parents, the most important thing is, are you financially stable? And is this something that you can keep doing? Is there a future in it? So once I was able to give them that guarantee, I was like, okay, now I'm doing this. And very surprisingly, they took it in a nice way. And they were actually proud that I'm on the internet, I'm on my, on their phones. And they would then send it on YouTube to family and be like, okay, she's on social media. And for them, it was like a big thing. So yeah, luckily everything went well.
So to all the parents here, food content creation is considered as a full-time job now. So guaranteed package. Yes. So I want to ask you about that. My next question is about that. So we have some great restaurant owners here. They would have done content. In fact, one of my video, which I shot for a Rameshwaram cafe, it hit 1.5 million. I'm not a food content creator, but this science gave me like, okay, maybe I should also try, but I'm not going to get into it for sure. But what is the general misunderstanding? Because according to public, people think that, okay, they're getting paid for it, they're having the best life. But what is the common misunderstanding thing that is generally among the public or the restaurant owners?
I think people think that we do it for free food. And they should know that, our time is much more important than having just a free meal of 2,000 to 5,000 rupees. I would happily, even when the restaurants or hotels offer us a free stay or meals, we prefer to pay because the exchange, we are the people who lose in that exchange. So you say, okay, it's better we pay because you're here to enjoy. And we are not here to just, do writing. So it's a balance that we do out, but people think we only do for free food. They just don't know how deep this entire profession is and how
I think it is about
anything is possible.
Sorry. It's about taking that shift from looking at it seriously, in the sense that when I started out, I had made it very clear that I am not going to do barter, I'm not going to do hosted, and all of those things are not going to happen. I will go and I'll make content, I'll pay for my own food, and I'll put up what I think was my experience at that place. And till date, I have kept that as a mandate, that either it's a paid collaboration or it's organic, and that's how I like to look at my content. Almost 95% of my content is organic.
Is it really helping the brands because brands spending so much?
Of course. I told you the first video that went viral. So I was doing this finding the best momo in Bangalore series because obviously I'm from Nepal and I thought that is, A, it was a selfish need because I wanted to find the best momo, and B, it was my own very authentic perception, right? So I started the series. That was the second video of the series. It went viral. That guy, he had one stall at Koramangala. In about 2 months, he had another stall, and now he has 4 stalls. And he's expanded his menu. He started doing soups, thukpa, and all of that. In fact, the second day, I put the reel, let's say on day 1. On day 2, he called me. Actually, he DM'd me. He didn't have my number. He DM'd me saying that I made 80,000 rupees today, and everything got sold out. So I've had multiple such instances.
Reels went sold out, from reel to sold out.
Yeah, like there have been multiple instances where this has happened. There was another restaurant that I made content for, and she's now my dear friend as well. It's a Pan-Asian restaurant. They do momo, noodles, and starters and all of that. I made a video on it because she sells really great momo in Indranagar. I did the reel, and after the reel went live, it's a very small place. She had to stop everything on the menu and just sell momo. And for about 3 months, she did that. I felt very bad because I felt like, okay, she's not able to offer everything that she has, but she told me that this is what people want. People see this in the video and they come for that exact dish because, you've given a review about it and they want to experience that. So there have been multiple such instances, and
have you come across a situation where after seeing your reels, the item got sold out? Because a cream bun is often getting sold out. We should ask him. It's very famous in Coimbatore. A cream bun is sold out always. Have you come across a situation?
Yes. There was a vegan cafe, which is very off-brand for me, but I wanted to make content on it because the place is really nice and the owner is also, she's a great person. So they have a barbecue tacos, and it was, so there were a lot of other things also featured in the reel. But I really like the barbecue tacos because it was almost non-veg. So that was the thing that I positioned it as, that even if you're a non-vegetarian, do come to this place and try this out. You won't miss your meat.
The best part is you're telling all this to a vegetarian.
Yeah. So I'll give you one different perspective also. And to make things easier, let me not talk only about restaurants, but bigger chains, which everyone here would be aware of. We have worked, if you have worked for someone will come back only if he has made some benefit from it. We have worked 8 times with McDonald's. Tomorrow another reel will be coming. And I'm only using the names which are common names. KFC we have worked 7 times. Coke we have done 4 times. And the Popeyes, even competing brands, sometimes we keep our gap, but again, Popeyes we have done, last week also we did something for Popeyes. So I'm just giving up prominent names, and they have been repeatedly coming back. And I can also tell you one thing, the first time we did a campaign for one of these brands was at 10 rupees, today we have done it for 100 rupees. It's not that, they keep coming back, once they see you are providing value, then no money is a hindrance. And today we do the same campaigns for 100 rupees just because we have delivered. Earlier, you also don't know how much value you can add, but once you know that the value you can add, you can also keep raising your price. And the brands have never any issue in paying unless you can't tell them or show the value that you can provide.
Yeah.
And the best part, we live in a world, in the social media world, where you don't have to go and tell your value. People watch you, they say, oh, this...
Also, when I noticed your videos, I could see some kind of a fun element on all your videos, like, Tikku as a character. Especially when you have so much of experience over the decade. And every other day, there is one new influencer, content creator coming up in the industry. So how do you make yourself innovative, or how do you plan your content, or how is that works?
We believe in a simple thing that, life mein thodi pagalpanti bhi zaruri hai, which means you have to keep being crazy by doing different things. I remember 2 years back, we did I said, okay, I told my team I want to sing a song. So let's create a rap, and we created a rap on Delhi. Before it was published, McDonald's called us, okay, we are doing a campaign and we are launching rolls and raps. So can you do a video that you normally do, or do a vox pop?
Can you sing that rap, 2 lines?
Huh?
Can you sing that rap, 2 lines?
No. Okay, I remember this part, so where, we talk about the chicken roll, and then my colleague says, lekin main to vegetarian hoon. And I said, पनीर वाला भी है, बस चिकन ही नहीं, वेज नॉन वेज का टेंशन ही नहीं. मैकडॉनल्ड्स रोल खाएगा तो खाना पड़ेगा ना, कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं. बोल खाएगा ना, हाँ खाएगा ना, बोल खाएगा ना, हाँ खाएगा ना, बोल खाएगा ना, हाँ खाएगा ना, अरे खा लिया भाई. So we created this for McDonald's. They called back, can you create a rap? And because I had already tried it for myself, I said, well, we can do it. And I remember within 7 days it had to go live. It went live, it created ripples. And then today we have done that kind of rap for at least 4 different songs. So I think you have to keep innovating yourself. and keep think what is that, you can do different. The day you become predictable, the day, the graph goes down. So we keep trying to do something
Innovation
different.
matters.
Innovation
On that,
matters, and also, your audience keeps evolving. So if you don't evolve, you stay there, people go ahead. So
So I have a common question for both of
One
you.
question to Tikkuji.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've obviously, it's been only 1 year. I'm in the honeymoon phase of this 2.0 of my own life. I want to ask you, since you've been doing this for 13 years, what are the challenges that will come for me, and how do you keep, innovating it for yourself and keep up the spirit? Like, you have this
okay.
energy.
The biggest challenge that will come is you start losing a part of you. Because the glamour that comes and hits you and the money that comes in makes you a different person. So you have to keep stepping back and ask yourself where I was coming from, where I was going, where I've reached, where I have to go now. Because social media is all about being you, and the day you stop being you is where you lose yourself, you lose your audience, you lose your work, and by the time you realize what has hit you, you have no clue, and you've already left the bus long back. So just be humble, just keep walking, just keep doing things, just be yourself, and I think that is it. Don't try to become over-smart, because over-smartness kills.
So I have a common question
Thank
for
you.
both of you. If you can
I hope I
answer.
answered it right.
Yes,
As per what you
Yeah.
thought.
Yes.
So when you consume so much of food from different places, veg and non-veg, I have this $1 million question always inside me. How do you maintain your gut health? How do you, take care of yourself?
Oh, this is the most asked question. Like, in terms of what people ask. Contrary to what you see on the internet, it's not that we eat outside food every day, right? For me, I'll speak for myself. I eat outside maybe 2 times a week. So that's an average. I think everyone does. On weekends, you go out and, you eat like binge meal of yours. So that's how I treat my work. On 2 days is eating out and everything. The rest of the 5 days is very strict home food, which
same
I
for you?
actually like. Simple food.
Same for you?
Do you think I maintain?
Not at all.
Okay. So how do I maintain? Yes, when we eat, we don't consume the whole food. It is more of a bite you take, because at the end of the day, the health is more important. So you just eat a bite, and then you have your team along, or you sometimes get it packed and take it for lunch, dinner, or give it to someone else. But very important to maintain, and I take some small bites. But I also miss my breakfast, because the first bite that you take of the brand that you're eating, it is not only because the food is very good, it is also because you are hungry, and the first bite takes you to nirvana. So I think that is it. So you maintain. Sometimes I miss my dinner, but I think it's we try to balance it out.
Amazing. Amazing.
I go all out. I eat the entire meal. Obviously, if it's portions too huge, I'll take away for dinner. But I treat those as my cheat days.
So I think I'm left with the last round of rapid fire. I'm not going to reveal the questions. You're not supposed to see. So Ranjana, the moment you called me and said you have to moderate this, I did a lot of research. And trust me, guys, I did some research and I got some bells for this rapid fire. So
Pressure is not real.
pressure is on, yeah, it's real. So I have a rapid fire for both of you. Once I click the bell, both of you can answer. It's very simple. And
You click the bill.
Yes, I'll click
Okay,
the bill. So shall we? We'll start off with Mr. Tikku. Idli or dosa?
Dosa. You
Dosa
have
forever.
a big reel of mine saying dosa, 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 dosa. I love dosa. I can
Same.
have a dosa every day compared to a chole bhature. Though it's a different thing that I only carry a chola bhatura fridge magnet always in my pocket. But I'll trade my chola bhatura any day for a dosa.
Okay. Biryani or parota?
Biryani. Any day.
For you? What about you?
Biryani or?
Parota.
Biryani.
Not paratha, parota.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Biryani.
Beef.
So whenever you go to any restaurant or a place, you either eat first or shoot first.
Shoot first.
Eat. I eat, I take the first bite, and then I start shooting.
Okay. Being a food content creator yourself, will you start your own food brand?
Never.
Never.
At least not a restaurant. Maybe a FMCG business. If anyone is listening, yes, we can collaborate. But not a restaurant. Never. I just pity the restaurant owners. I watch them behind the scenes and I wonder how भाई कैसे करते हो. Sorry भाई, but जी.
What about you?
I have some romantic ideas, yes.
So one dish you think is totally underrated, but all of us should try.
Kathi roll. I think kathi roll is the perfect, perfect alternative to a burger, pizza. It's a finger food. People can go. It's protein, it's fat, it's fiber, everything. But somehow I think kathi roll has not got its due. So
we have a new next business opportunity in Coimbatore. Kathi roll.
We have a wow kathi roll coming soon. Hai Sagar bhai yahan pe?
What about you?
Okay, so for me, it's this thing, it's kebab pav. You get it in Mumbai. I don't know. I've not found it in Bangalore as of now. But it's like the non-veg version of vada pav. So you have a pav, you have the green chutney, onions, and 3 kebabs in it. It's the best thing ever.
Anything for vegetarians like me?
It's called kebab pav. Yeah. You can make it with mutton and other meats.
All right. So one last question. How much you love Coimbatore since you're in Coimbatore with us? So how much you love Coimbatore? How is the response so far?
It's been great. I've been in Coimbatore for about 24 hours now, but it's been a great experience. And yeah.
Allow me to say it in a single word, and it's the longest word in the English dictionary. And the word is, it is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Loved every bit of it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, panel. Lovely.
Thank you. Oh, Ranchana ji ke liye taaliyan. And best part, I had the mud souffle day for yesterday, and I was very secretly craving I'll have one more. And yesterday it became true at the TiE networking event. I was surprised when there was a mud souffle cup coming in my table. I said, wow, kuch aur mango to wohi mil jata.
Wonderful.
Too good.
Oh.
May I request Mr. Reggie Matthew, our charter member and Vice President from TiE Chennai, to kindly come on stage and hand over a token of love to our speakers and panelists. While we break for lunch, may I give you some instructions? Lunch is served on the first floor. There are 2 lifts on the right side, on my left side as you walk out, that go to the Senator Hall 1 and Senator 2, where lunch is being served. All the speakers, I request you to join us at Legend Hall. We want to do a group photograph with you. So all the speakers, please join at the Legend Hall on the first floor. You can go to the first floor either through these 2 lifts or go to the lobby and take the lift. In the evening at 7 o'clock, we have 2 workshops for you, one on plating and one on the art of storytelling for the food business. If you have not yet registered, registrations are available.